Hey guys, this is Garrick Sidwell. I am the co-owner, one of the co-owners I should say, of CellSmart. We are your trusted source for all things cell phone and tablet related. Repairs, buy, sell, trade, you name it, we can do it. We're so excited to be here on episode 2 of CellSmart TV, and I have an absolutely lovely guest that I'm excited to start getting to know. Her name is Rebekah Bernier, and she's with Parkland Jewelry.
Right.
So, why don't you just take a minute and introduce yourself to our audience and tell a little more about what you do and how long you've done it and what makes you the best.
Okay, perfect. As Garrick said, I'm Rebekah Bernier with Parkland Jewelry. We're actually a company based out of Chicago and been in business since 1955, so a long time. I got in the business back in October of 2016, so we're coming up on a year now. And I'm right here in the South Davis County area, and I like to sit down with individuals for personal shopping, or we also do the really fun style show where my customers will invite some of their friends over and we'll do a big fashion show. It's really fun. It's more than just, buying jewelry. It's about the experience and talking about how jewelry can help you really find that inner voice of confidence that sometimes for women gets squashed, and I like to bring that out and help women really shine.
That's really cool. Really cool. So, how did you get into this line of work? Like, what introduced you to it, and what caught your attention? What brought you to this?
Yeah, great question. So I was in corporate America for 17 years with a company with a big brown logo, which shall remain nameless, and really enjoyed that. I felt like it was very secure, but there was something inside me that told me that I wanted to grow out on my own. And so about 2 years ago, I left that company and started into the small business world. And that put me in contact with several other business owners that were hustling, working hard for their own dream, and it gave me that eye-opening experience, if you will, to there's something out there besides corporate America that can help me support my family. I went through a divorce a few years ago. I was a single mom of 3 kids for quite a few years, and I needed something that would allow me to be flexible with my kids, and also helped me feel confident in what I'm doing, and kind of stretched me a little bit too.
Right.
And being a home-based business allows you to do that. I mean, talk about challenging, but rewarding at the same time.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of the benefits of being a business owner,
Yeah,
especially a small business owner.
Yeah,
so
you know all about that.
it's a beautiful thing, and I can wholeheartedly relate to everything you're saying there. It's an absolutely phenomenal thing. So outside of the joys of entrepreneurship, what is it that you love absolutely most about what you do?
I pride myself on helping women find their own self-worth. And so the way that I do that is whether it's through a beautiful statement piece that is just for a special occasion, or looking for that everyday, whether it's just, I call them your throw and go pieces that when you walk out the door, jewelry just gives you that extra little boost of confidence to know that you feel good and finishes the look. And when you're confident, you really feel powerful to do anything. And that's what I do.
That's awesome. That's really awesome. So, do you find, I guess I should say it this way, what do you find most challenging about your line of work and the things that you do on a day-to-day basis?
One of the most challenging things in this specific line of work is meeting new people. One of the strengths of network marketing is it does allow you to do that one-on-one individual contact to make sales, but you can only sell to your friends and family so much, right?
Sure.
So you have to grow your network, and that can be a challenge because, and you don't want to just live off your friends and family, obviously.
Right.
But the challenge is getting into new networks and finding individuals, and I've become part of some amazing groups, which is where I met you, where there's individuals who help each other's business grow, by passing, names and information along, so people that are interested in what you're doing, you can connect that way, and that's been really powerful. But that still is a challenge in the day-to-day.
Yeah. So you mentioned the network marketing community and things like that, and it's something that we've been involved with in the past, and it's not something we're working in right now or heavily involved with, but it's an industry that's very, I think in some instances very taboo, but in my own personal beliefs, I think it's an industry that could potentially change the face of the economy, if I can say it the right way.
Yeah.
But tell me a little bit more about how you got involved in the community and what you see day to day that could potentially help others find the same things that you see with entrepreneurship and business and those types of things.
Well, network marketing in general is a great way to start into being an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
Because typically there's very low startup costs. It's you're generally selling a product or service that is well known. But being able to do that as an individual business owner is powerful, because if I wanted to, let's say, open up, let's say like a restaurant, that type of thing with a well-known logo on it, right?
Yeah.
The startup costs for that are
astronomical,
crazy, like completely crazy, and to be able to do this for little to no startup cost, to start my own business, to be able to provide for my family, especially as a single mom like I was at the time, there's really nothing else like that.
Sure.
Network marketing is that vehicle that allows you to do that at a reasonable rate, reasonable cost, and you start making money right away. I mean, I get paid every single week for my sales, and even my corporate America jobs, I got paid once a month, and there was that, I like to say, false sense of security, because people think, well, just because there's this big corporate, name behind it, that it's never going to have issues. But how often do we hear about layoffs or department downsizing or early retirement options, things like that? And granted, those sometimes come with a severance package, but they're all of a sudden that safety net that you have just got pulled right out from under you.
Exactly.
So I'd rather build my own business based on my own work and my own effort than rely on someone else.
Right. And I think about it like a lot of people, especially you talk about single moms, but even even single dads or
single
complete
parents.
family, that are living either paycheck to paycheck, or they're reaching that point where there's more month left at the end of the money.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so there's just not enough. And so one of the things that I like about the industry and the profession of network marketing is the opportunity it provides for regular people to get involved in business ownership and entrepreneurship, and the education that they can receive behind that.
Right.
Because that's a lot of what helped us get our start with CellSmart, is the education behind entrepreneurship and that type of stuff.
Running a business.
Yeah, exactly. So, changing directions just a little bit.
Okay.
Tell me, a little bit about some of the technology that you use day to day, and what you find yourself using, anywhere from hardware to software, apps, you name it. Just tell me a little bit about the technology that you use every day that's helping you be better at what you do.
Sure. Well, the one piece that I cannot leave home without is my cell phone. You know the importance of that. People come
Absolutely,
in.
we do.
If you leave your house without your cell phone, you're turning around. I don't
Right.
care how far out you are.
Yeah.
And so it's my little computer in my pocket, or my purse, if you will. And I rely on that heavily, whether it's just through making sure I have the contacts in there, to whether I'm texting or Facebook messaging. Facebook is a huge app.
Right.
Who doesn't use that in today's world anymore,
It
right?
seems like almost nobody.
Right. So Facebook, Instagram, I use both of those heavily. I also use, there's an app that I use called Red Stamp that it really can be beneficial for anybody, even if you're not running a business, but they've got some preset network marketing companies already built in, to where you can create, whether it's announcements, invitations, a digital message very easily with your company logo already built in, if it's one of those companies that supports the app. But then it allows you to customize the message in there, add a photo, that type of thing. So I send out a lot of digital invitations on behalf of shows that I'm doing myself, or my hostesses who let me into their home, and we do style shows that way, and we'll do specific to them, and it looks so professional, and I love that. It's very quick. I've also used it to send out thank yous to people. Hey, thanks for meeting with me. They just have some really cute pre-made images that you can customize, send out with their name, all built in. So it's custom, but it looks very professional. It looks like you spent a lot of time on it, but it's really quick. And we all like to say
that makes it a lot easier.
Yeah.
I mean, again, talking about home business owners who may not have the funds and capital needed to hire a graphic designer,
Right.
or be able to go out and and print out thousands of flyers and mail out invitations and all of that kind of stuff.
Exactly.
That's an important thing, and it sounds like a really useful tool.
Yeah. Now, I don't want to get too far from the traditional printed invitations, because that is something that I do that's different than a lot of other network marketing.
Right.
Is even though I'm sending the digital invitation, I'll still print out. So I do still use my old laptop, pull up a screen,
Right.
and using a mail merge, I'll actually print out invitations. So I'll get the address list, in an Excel spreadsheet,
Sure.
and print out invitations. So that's really quick using a mail merge. So that technology is very helpful as well.
Yeah.
And then actually print postcards and put them in the mail, because how often do you get a piece of mail that's not a bill
Seems like
or a credit card application?
it seems like it's becoming more and more rare these
Yeah.
days.
So when you get something in the mail with your name on it that's for a fun show, like
Right.
a party, you're like, oh my gosh, this
Yeah.
is special. So that's one thing that sets me apart as
Sure.
well, because then you're creating some excitement about the event.
Right. And there's still a place for it.
Yeah.
Don't let me confuse what I was saying earlier. There's still a place for those types of
Yeah.
things. But again, the costs involved. I know we've printed hundreds of thousands of flyers and
Yeah,
mailed
sure.
off all kinds of different things for CellSmart to market ourselves. But again, as a small based home business owner, those costs can get pretty
Yeah.
high, and so using a tool like that can allow you to do that and might not cost as much as
Yes.
the process that we have to go through.
It's very affordable.
It's useful.
Mhm.
So, can you tell me about a time when certain technologies that you've used, whatever they may be, the apps that you're mentioning or your hardware, different things, help to improve the efficiency of a particular transaction, or helped you in a different scenario where the technology, had it not been available, might have made things a little more challenging?
Well, just being able to send out thank yous
Mhm.
right away with the Red Stamp app, that's a time savings, and it still makes the other person feel special. So I have done some handwriting of thank you cards as well,
Mhm.
which have a place as well, so don't get me wrong there. But being able to have an app that I can quickly type in and customize, either with a picture or their name or whatever, and
Right.
send it off to them, still stands out, and that's a very quick and efficient way to do that.
Yeah. Okay. Have you seen, since you've been involved in this industry, I know you worked for corporate America, and we've all kind of seen the evolution of technology, but just since you've been involved in the network marketing profession and with Park Lane Jewelry, have you seen an evolution, and can you tell me about the evolution that you have seen regarding the different hardware, software, apps,
Oh, sure.
different things that you've seen?
Yeah, one that's been really beneficial when you're working with people that maybe aren't local,
Mhm.
because I'm not restricted, I don't have to just work with people in Utah,
Absolutely.
whether they want to start their own business or just sell direct to them,
Mhm.
is using Zoom. Have you used Zoom?
We've used Zoom a couple of times actually with some of our different partners that are involved in CellSmart. We use that to do different meetings when we can't get everybody in the same room all at the same time.
Exactly.
And so it's kind of a convenient little thing, but
Yeah,
I like Zoom.
so to do conference calls, you can do trainings,
Mhm.
things of that nature, to where you're able to reach a much bigger audience.
Right.
So I think that's much more evolved than the old, webinars or just conference calls, because when you can see somebody, utilizing the webcams,
Yeah.
you're building a connection that's hard to do over just a phone
I was
call.
just gonna say the same thing. It's
Yeah.
a different energy. It's a different, and I know that's kind of a vague term to use in terms of energy, but there's a different experience that you get
Yeah, the
when you
engagement
can
level
see
is so
somebody.
much better.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's cool. That's so you guys use Zoom a lot. Is there any other tools or things that you guys use or have seen evolve since you've been involved?
That's the big one. Facebook Live is huge. to
Isn't
do
that like the coolest thing?
That's the best thing ever. I love being able to engage with my viewers right
Mhm.
then. Oh, hey, so-and-so, thanks for joining. I've even had, and this to me was really powerful, but the president and CEO of Park Lane Jewelry has viewed and commented on my live videos.
Oh, that's awesome.
I mean, when that to me was really amazing to think,
Yeah.
oh my gosh, he just liked and viewed my video, and
Right.
like he doesn't have better things to do, but you get those notifications when
engagement,
somebody's
yeah.
live, and I love going back and being able to comment on them. But it's really fun to give somebody a shout out as you're filming and it's
Right.
live. It's like they're right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do like direct Q&A sessions,
Yes.
for different people. I've loved using Facebook Live. So
Yeah.
if you've paid attention to our page at all, we do one at least every month where we do kind of a fun giveaway.
Yeah,
We do
contest.
some announcements and stuff like that, and we've had some awesome participants in
Yeah.
some of those giveaways. I don't know if you saw during our grand opening, we actually gave away a full skateboard, like a, what do you call it, a longboard.
Yeah, I saw
that was
that.
custom. So
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. But we got to do that live.
Yeah.
And then the engagement level and the things of people like commenting and tagging their friends
Yeah.
and saying, hey, look, you know, this
You
is
can
so
send
cool.
out a teaser, get people excited. Yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah.
Super fun. So that's cool. I'm glad that you're using that. What do you find in terms of technology? Like how is it helping you to be better at what you do?
I think it's just more efficient to be able to use technology, and you can't really multiply yourself necessarily, but if you can maximize the time that you spend to, you know, for your throughput, what your end result is, if you can get more result from with the same amount of time, then you're more efficient. So utilizing technology helps me do that.
Absolutely. Yeah, that's a good point. Not a lot of people have, I mean, especially as an entrepreneur and a business owner, time is extremely valuable.
It's the only commodity or resource that you can't get back.
Can't get back, exactly, yeah. So, what, if anything, would you change about the technology you're currently using to help you be more efficient? Or is there something out there that you would love to see either created or something that maybe you haven't yet just got your hands on that could make you be better at what you do? Or help you be better, not make you be better. That sounds better.
Yeah, no, I know one thing that I know is available, I just haven't grabbed hold yet in my market is like a CRM to be able to keep in contact with my past clients to where I can stay in touch with them on a regular basis, whether it's through a weekly or monthly newsletter. And I know the technology's out there. I've used it in previous jobs. I just haven't implemented it here yet. But I think that's really valuable to continue to stay in touch and build that relationship rather than being transactional, just this one time, hey, thanks for coming, here's your jewelry, but build up a relationship and, you know, hey, I know it's your birthday, I'd love to give you a coupon to use during your birthday month, that type of thing, and build that relationship to where they feel special and know that they're important to me.
Absolutely, yeah. It gives you a little chance to stay more in contact and stay more relevant in their mind, so to speak.
Yeah, right. Top of mind awareness is big.
Exactly, yeah. I have some other tools that we use that I think could be helpful and some things that I could recommend to you. There's one out there that I used when we were involved in network marketing that proved to be helpful. It's a little on the pricier side, but for someone who's looking to go from, and I don't say this to be derogatory by any means, but someone who's getting into the network marketing profession as an amateur and wants to go to the professional level, this tool is extremely helpful. It's called Online Sales Pro.
Oh, okay.
It's a CRM tool that's built specifically for network marketing.
Oh.
And some of the top leaders in the industry are using it.
Okay.
Because of the exact things that you mentioned.
Right.
Like I said, it's a little on the pricier side. So I didn't stay using it as long as I should have, but otherwise I'd probably still be in network marketing.
Yeah.
But
okay. I'll have to look at that.
but it's one to look at because it's a very useful tool. It kind of gives you a good kind of daily method of operation, but it allows you to stay relevant in your customers' minds, and then you can automate certain aspects in terms of follow up and different things that way. So you may check that one out. That one was really useful when I was in there.
Cool.
Last question. Well, I have a couple more questions for you. This one is the really hard pressing question that really gets my journalistic side going. But are you Windows, iOS, or Android, and why?
So 2 years ago, I would have answered that with Android.
Mm-hmm.
And the corporate America job I was with they rolled out iPhones for everybody.
Yeah.
So I had to start using iPhones, and it was really challenging at first because I'm like, there's no back button, right? There's no go back button. It took me a while to figure out that it's in the menu in the actual screen.
Right.
And once I switched over, though, I was at the point where I was carrying two phones when I had the Android and I had the iPhone, and I just ended up switching everything over to iPhone.
Yeah.
To me, it's just seems seamless, really good technology. I haven't had any issues with any apps seizing up on it, and I know my husband, for example, has an Android, and it's constantly saying, you need to update, update available, update now. And it's like, are you kidding me? Get rid of that thing. And I don't have that problem with my iPhone.
Yeah. So I love that you say that about iPhone, because I'm an iPhone user and it's not a secret, it's not a mystery, I tell everybody.
Yeah.
But very much the same. I was previously a very staunch Android user, and I was almost to the point of like anti-iPhone.
Right.
But I worked with a guy who was very anti-Android and was very pro-iPhone, and then he got me kind of hooked. And
it's like once you go iPhone,
yeah,
you don't go back.
It's kind of interesting how
Yeah.
that works, but it's a fun debate, so we always ask the question.
Is.
So
People are usually really strong one or the other.
yeah. So just the last couple of things. I want to talk about some of the pieces that you're wearing and kind of get you a chance to show those off to the people that were that are watching. And so talk a little bit about what you're wearing and kind of what your favorite pieces are and what you like most.
All right. It's really hard to choose a favorite, and I get that question a lot because it kind of depends on my mood and what I want to showcase. But today I'm actually wearing, this ring is our Manhattan ring. It's actually out of our exclusive Hostess Only collection.
Oh, cool.
So not everybody can buy this. You have to have some friends over and do a little style show with me to get this ring. Nice sparkle, love it. And even though this bad boy right here isn't in our current line, it's still one of my favorites. And it's a Manhattan bracelet. See, they're both Manhattan, but this was out of our Hostess collection that, from our line that we just retired. But I still love it because it's a great piece.
It looks great.
And I like to tell people, if you see something you like, get it now, because you never know what's going to be retired when we bring out our new line.
Right.
And since we just brought out our new fall line just last month, this one was retired, and we put in some new pieces, which I love. This one is actually out of our brand new fall line. It just came out. It's called the Summit necklace, and I love it. It actually has the cutouts. I don't know if you can tell on there, but so it has the see-through cutouts are really, really in right now. We've seen a lot this summer with the cutout shoulders, cutout patterns on women's fashion right now, and so cutouts are really, really popular, and this just touches onto that. I had a gal at a show I did a few weeks ago that I put this on her, because we do a fashion show. It's not just, here's this piece and pass it around. We try it on. We like to pair it. And initially she was like, oh, I'm not so sure, but when I put it on her, she's like, oh my gosh, I can wear this with jeans and a t-shirt, or I can dress it up. I'm wearing it with a little bit more of a fancy blouse, a little bit more dressy. But it's very versatile, and that's one of the benefits of Park Lane jewelry as well, very versatile. Speaking of versatility, this bracelet right here is a wrap bracelet. It actually is wrapped around, and it's called Wicked, which, let's be honest, that's just a fun name to say.
Yeah.
And it can be worn as a choker as well, so it's versatile. Chokers are back in style.
I've noticed that. I've seen a lot of ladies wearing the chokers lately.
And you think, man, didn't I see that back in high school or junior high, depending on your age? But fashion, everything cycles every 20 to 25 years. So we're seeing it back. It's very hot right now. So I love that I can wear it as a bracelet or a choker, just depending on what I'm wearing, and the neckline, right? And then my earrings are called Zoe, and I love these.
Those are really cool. I've been watching them as we've been talking. Those are
and
really
I
cool.
was deciding what to wear. I don't want it to flash or pick up the light too much, but these are really fun. They've got the black center, and they've got the crystals around it. And these, again, you can either dress up and wear with a nice dress or a great pair of slacks, or they go with jeans and a t-shirt. So there's that versatility again. Love it. It's really hard to pick a favorite.
Awesome.
It really is. The only one that's not Park Lane jewelry that I'm wearing is this little beauty on my left hand that I just bought a few months ago. I just got remarried last month.
And congratulations on that.
Thank you. Very exciting. So
well picked, sir. Well picked.
Why, thank you. But the ironic thing is, my husband does wear a Park Lane ring because we have men's jewelry as well. So I let
that's
him.
cool. That's something I didn't know.
Yeah. So we picked one out that he liked out of our line, and so he's repping Park Lane as well.
What a stud.
Yeah.
Way to go.
I know. He's very supportive. I just love him.
Awesome.
Obviously, otherwise I
I'm
wouldn't
sure
have
that'd be a little awkward if you didn't.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and people tease us. We're still in the newlywed stage, but I
Enjoy
got a
it.
good
It's
one.
awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
So, just as we finish up here, tell us a little bit about how people can get a hold of you to order jewelry.
Sure.
Talk to you about entrepreneurship and the opportunity, and how people can get a hold of you for parties and all the different things that you do.
Awesome. Thanks, Garrett. I really appreciate that. So my name Rebekah Bernier, and you can contact me. My cell phone is 801-599-8116, and my email address, there's a little story to it, but my maiden name was Lee, so I'm Lee family, so I'm a sparkly sister,
Okay.
That's why we say it's Sparkly, L-E-E. So it's sparkly.sister, so that's sparklee.sister@gmail.com. Those would be the best ways to contact me, because I'm going to offer your viewers a special which won't be available on my website.
Oh, cool.
And that is if you contact me and mention that you saw this on CellSmart TV, I'm going to give you 50% off any single item out of our current line.
Wow, that's awesome.
So that's an amazing value, and I'd love to help you with that. So
That's
I'd love
cool.
to sit
That's really
down.
awesome. Thank you for that.
Sure. Well, yeah, it's all about helping our viewers, helping your business, and hey, if they're like, hey, they got me a good deal on my jewelry, and so you men out there, just remember we have a men's line as well. But I always tell the men that I help shop that when they buy something for their special lady, they're depositing good things in that emotional bank account that we know we all need from time to time.
Absolutely.
So
keep them out of the doghouse.
Exactly.
Or get out of the doghouse, depending on your situation.
I had one guy actually tell me, I just need to buy this regularly because I know I'm going to mess up every once in a while. I said, that's fine. But I've also helped with birthdays and anniversaries, Christmas, special days like that. So men don't think that you're excluded from my sale. We can hook you up as well.
Cool.
Yeah, and as far as the business opportunity, I'm definitely hiring in this area, whether you're in Davis County, Salt Lake County, I'm even looking to expand in Utah County. And if you're outside of Utah, again, with the technology like we've talked about, you're not limited. It's minimal startup cost. If we even have options to start with no out-of-pocket, I'd love to talk with you. If you're looking to just make that, bridge that gap between the end of the month and the end of the paycheck, I'd love to talk to you. If you're looking to do it full-time like I'm doing, I'd love to talk to you as well.
Awesome. Thanks so much for coming on. I
You're
really
welcome.
appreciate you showing up
Thank you so much.
and being a part of this. This has been an absolute pleasure to get to know you a little more and get to hear more about what you do and how technology has been a part of that. So again, I appreciate it very much. If you guys want to take advantage of that, get a hold of her. She's an absolute rock star. We use the term sparkly because of the jewelry, but she's got such a super sparkly personality, and she's just a fantastic person that we've got to know over the last little while. So thanks again for watching, and thanks for being a part of this. We look forward to hearing your comments and seeing your reactions below. Thanks so much, guys.
Bye-bye.